still steal it away.
Yeah, that was a back and forth round for sure. Sentinel was getting that plant in, but it came at the cost, of course, of TENZ. You had the sacrifice there to get it, so it's a very quick 4-on-4 post plant. But in a post plant, there's not much firepower in play, and you have full mid control, and you're also able to stop the garage flank from coming into fruition, which is exactly what Sentinel did. They shut that down very well. It just, you know, jetted to victory. And we do see BBG though.
They're buying.
Actually buying up fully here. This is a little bit of a dice roll. Bold strategy, Cotton.
Very. It heavily affects that full buy, right? You get that around late. We'll see if that is going to be the case. It was just light shields, but it's only Spectres for the most part. I believe Shazam did force up.
Ooh.
No.
Did they see Rarkar's weapon there when they sent the drone through? That could have alerted Sentinels to what they're up against. They might now have the read that they're up against the force buy. I'm not sure what they shot the drone down with. If they shot down with the pistol, they may not have the idea, but we'll have to see here, as we do see Sentinels pivoting up C, which is wide open.
Wow.
BG are having to play a retake on C side. Again, this
So
map is so
5-walk
large,
C.
you kind of have to gamble a little bit in rounds like this and just play for the retake. That's exactly what they're going to have to do here. Sentinels have full control. Spike will go down any moment, and they also still maintain control of a long
This is a
C
weird
position.
round, dude. They bought. They're too scared. They're too scared to flank.
Hands was used, so nothing really from downtown stop that spike outside of
I don't know, man. This is hard for BBG.
On the site,
I don't see a way they win this.
That one
but
up, waiting for the hit.
we'll
there
see.
it goes. Quite possibly clears out. Yep, it would have cleared out Zom's position. Instead, Zoms is dead towards the back of the site.
All right, fuck me, I guess.
In the force, it's all coming together as Shazam.
All right.
The last one standing goes down with the shock dart from Critical. A flawless round in response. They flipped the coin, and it landed on Built by Gamers.
That was purely a situation where BBG were so
They didn't
confident
get
in
a
their
single
retake,
kill,
right?
dude. They didn't
had
get
it
one
set up.
of
You
them.
can see them lining up all their
Oh
utility.
my
They have
God,
drilled that.
not
You can tell
one.
in practice time and time again.
Oh,
that was so clean
fuck. That's
on
good.
how they approach it, how they isolated angles, how they moved players off of the hot hands, how they swept in and just made sure that they were always kind of facing players at the same time and never really giving a 1v1 to Sentinels. Sentinels obviously having to play more offside with a couple of players, particularly their Sova trying to watch for a C flank. That kind of lightened the load a bit. But still, all in all, that was just so well coordinated by BBG to, you know, gamble the force buy, lose the sight, but just have such a great 5-on-5 retake. And that, oh man, Critical, you dirty dog.
That sucks.
Ooh,
You really wanted
I
that.
don't think they were expecting this type of force, though. Both Sick and Shazam on the Phantoms here in this round. Unfortunately, their player down. As TENZ was taken down by
Sentinels
Mark
was
Hart
playing
trying to
very
sneak in
individually.
through that B
Like
site.
extreme, like
With a
way more than
bit
you
of
normally
utility
see.
and a couple of kills away from having that run it back online. These could be the two right in front. Obviously, unbeknownst to him, we see these alt orbs right in front of him.
Wow,
Great
great
paranoia
flash.
from Poach, just countering the paranoia of their opponent so they can't really come in and punish Poach being stuck in his corner position. He'll even smoke for coverage as well. And BBG are absorbing this pressure just fine. They had the 4-on-3. They didn't lose
Sentinels
anyone there.
lost
They're
this round.
still
They're
stopping
stuck.
Sick from making progress on this ace, but now they
They're
have Rarkar
stuck.
on the flank.
And I don't know if
Door
he
stuck.
was spotted out there. He is playing a bit safer. Sick taking quite a bit of damage. Forced to use the hot hand. Shazam is able to find one with the Sheriff in hand and might possibly toss that weapon on over to the teammate, the Phantom that he had
don't
before.
die.
Rarkar knocked
Don't
down
die.
to 2 HP, but Sick unable to find the kill. The
That's
Blades
so
are
big.
also now online.
If he could have stopped Rarkar, there was actually still hope for Sentinels in this round, but now it seems so unlikely with so little time. But Zoms, what a huge double kill from him. He's opened the door back wide
crazy.
open. It's Omen v Omen for the round.
He needed to stay alive.
And this
He ran
spike,
away. They won the
Just
round.
enough time to get it planted. Poach.
Dude.
New IGL for this EBG squad.
Oh,
John's gonna back away.
so
2 HP. He
close.
gets taken down a round.
That was a good round.
that
The Sentinels did a lot
tried
better
to
than I was
steal
expecting
back,
there,
But
so.
Built by Gamers.
Oh.
Still able
They
to
got that
pick
a lot
it up,
closer
and now,
than that
Gus, we get to see
should have
What
been.
does that do
So
to the economy?
that was good.
9 players dead here.
Oh my goodness, man. I thought BBG had that thing wrapped up when Rarkar gets that flanking kill onto Sick. They had such a big edge from that point forward, but Zoms almost reeled that one back in. He made his own
This guy
little
really
push.
wanted this
That was a
orb.
great kill
Like,
from
real
Critical
bad.
early, and he gets orb. Obviously, TENZ just trying to make an individual play, gets caught. This kill huge. They get it again, a super big advantage, but Zombs.
Bulldog, the bull
nice
god.
individual double kill of his own, gets that spike down, but Poach wins out the 1v1, and so now BBG up 2-1, and Sentinels, even with that plant economy not quite there, they're going to have to go on the Sheriffs and the Spectre. Denying intel is Dapper, of course, with
where'd he get that kill?
Critical in the meantime, takes a mid peek and wins the battle.
Oh, he got a
That's TENZ down
mid?
again
The
early.
grass? Oh, he peeked garage. Never mind.
Absolutely hurts. Critical still going to work. Is going to fall, but a 2-for-1. You will gladly take that. Rarkar now stepping up into the
I like how
front
they're
lines
just
with
fighting
the
them on their
blades in
ecos.
hand. Also has
I like
a
that.
Vandal.
Bringing the fight to them.
Use and need to take those long-range rifle battles.
Getting in their
it's only the
face.
Sheriffs here, and this absolutely hurts. I believe one Spectre, that being in the hand of Zombs. You can't count Sentinels out, though.
You can't. I mean, they have Hunter's Fury. If they can get a plant, then they can obviously kind of seal the deal. But they need to find, like, 2 kills, basically. They need to somehow get man advantage back.
Oh, my.
And not give up anything in return. That is
my
a tall
God,
task considering how
bro.
BBG have been playing here. Rarkar still defending this window position, not allowing them access.
This guy's making me nervous.
Has the blade somewhere available as well for that extra bit of movement accuracy, of course.
I thought he was going to fight to his death.
Precision of the dagger.
And that would have been bad.
Still keeping tabs on B from the link, but he's not overcommitted. He's going to be able to back off if he needs to help play for the retake. Oh, never mind. Dapper hits a blinder there. That is going to be spiked down, and Shazam has control of the link. That's so huge.
Paranoia gonna go wide, doesn't find Shazam. It does hit Zombs, but it doesn't matter. Poach to fall no matter what, and BBG now on the back foot. Playing against the clock as a spike planted for this A-Link area. Zomb's gonna get dinked through the wall. The Phantom not have to take him down, but the knives are the Blade Storm starting to pay off here for Rarkar. It looks to push through a cloud burst of his own. Hunter Fury gonna try and deny things for a moment. Dapper just trying to sneak away. And by as much time he hops
No
up,
way.
and he's taken
No
down.
way.
Rarkar might have the time, might have the space. The Hunter Fury coming from mid here. As Shazam pushes on up the dagger, or not the dagger, excuse me, the recon bolt.
Oh my
enough time.
God.
It's halfway through the
Dude.
smoke. They go, and
was
Sentinel
tense.
some way, somehow make something out of
Holy
nothing.
shit.
Man, I feel like it really comes down to 2 things. One,
I
Dapper
felt the
getting
pressure
that sheriff
watching
pick
that round
to
unfold.
not allow the onlooking
Holy
player
shit.
to get away and stay alive and just play safe for the retake, and then Shazam getting the control.
I don't like
of
what
the
Will's
link.
doing, bro. Just hold
Getting
the angle.
This link control is so
Why
big
are people,
because it
like,
means that
trying
you're not
to
funnel
Peeker's
playing
advantage
post-plant
or some
from one
shit?
position.
Just
You can,
hold.
you know,
Click 'em in the
threaten multiple
brain.
angles, and it's less things you have to worry about the defending side coming through when they're going for the retake. So it's allowed them to kind of minimize their responsibilities and just be way more efficient. And then, I mean, Rarkar, you got to at least give him a round of applause, bro. He tried. That was such a sick dagger on Dapper, and he almost clutched out the 1v1 against Shazam. Nice try, buddy.
Oh.
And this is where it all
If only he
starts to
just
fall
held.
apart. TENZ with an operator in hand, especially on this attacking side. Gonna get a whole bunch done. Pure doing everything he could. Unfortunately, not gonna be enough. And a neural theft on top
might
just
save.
gives away
I'd
the
save.
round of Sentinels practically as Poach.
If that was
Wait
BBG,
for
I
his
ain't.
teammates to
Nah, I
bring
ain't going
up
for this.
The rear. This has been back
No,
and
no.
forth. But
There's
it's
no
like
way they have
Sentinels
money. There's just
will
no
find
way.
themselves in the lead.
Yeah, this was a nice little hit on A. Just rapid, big op picks from TENZ. Not allowing Bjor to escape either. Able to take him off the board. Just, you know, clean entries here from Sentinels. They didn't lose any players along the way. Barely even lost.
They're gonna try to
health.
get
I
him on
think
exits.
TENZ got
They're not
dinked
trying
on the
to win this
cash, the
round.
double stack box, but that was
They're
really
not trying to
about
win
it.
it.
Now, Critical
They're
here
trying
in
to
the
hold
post
them.
round, basically, we'll be able to pick up Zom, so forcing a little bit of rebuying on our Sentinels. In fact, a little bit more rebuying now as Dapper's gone down. So
Well
Ambox
done.
getting
Well done.
some big X's. This is very costly for Sentinels. Yeah, they win the round, but it's
Is he
not like
gonna
they
live
have
here?
a lot of cash reserves built up, so forcing these rebuys
Oh, wow.
is
I didn't know that.
pretty huge. Could be a
I thought it
problem
went
in the
all
long
the
term
way-
for Sentinels, although, again, a great victory there. Just a very quick attack that comes out nicely.
And somehow this awkward economy has actually worked. Shazam, I think,
Playing the
wanted to buy
economy
a
game.
Phantom in second round, but then didn't, and bought a Sheriff instead, but bought a Phantom in third after losing the second. Some way, somehow,
it's been a
had
wild
enough
ride.
credits to drop over.
Oh, the
yeah,
plant
some
was
weapons
under-
and
oh,
get
right,
everybody
right.
online here. Now, Rarkar, you can't really
It was
say the same
planted
about
top
this
right.
squad. Only
Or
the
back
judge.
right or
You got a
whatever.
Bucky out here, and it is that pre-nerf Bucky, but this is
Well,
it's looking pretty grim.
Oh.
Yeah, you have TENZ already on the ult here.
Close.
So you're going to see the heavy C-split come into play. Dapper already helping get some mid-control here. They've already drone seeds, seen that all the close angles are clear. The only thing they don't have clear is backside and the back halls itself. But Poach and company getting mid-control, denying Dapper's lurk, and giving themselves man advantage on what's going to be a C retake. So
Wow.
BBG and minding their P's and Q's and playing this out as well as you could hope for so far. Can they capitalize now, though?
Oh.
Oh my goodness, Critical with the shock darts.
gotta-
The kills
wait.
can be traded right back, though, as Poach gets on the
Oh,
board
okay,
for
never
a
mind.
second.
Sick
through
got
the
two in
smoke.
spawn.
TENZ
Dude, I
will
thought I got a
fall.
double op shot.
If you blink, you missed it, folks. That round
Sick
came
lined him up in
and
spawn.
went, but it went in BBG fashion.
Yeah, I feel like BBG's definitely
Rounds
done their
are
homework.
wild.
When Sentinels last played Haven, it was against FaZe in the grand finals of Masters. Or maybe not their last time Haven, but their last like really big match on the map, right? And they were very C dominant in that game. They were very reliant upon TENZ and Sick being the tip of the spear and running these different C splits. And so you could see BBG have put a lot of time into how they set up their C retakes, particularly how they're dropping hot hands on the default spike zone, how they're causing a scramble, and then they peek through smokes with the judge. You know,
God, the quality of the
kinda
stream
wait to
seems
create some
worse than
chaos
the
first,
second
and
one.
Then they come
I
in
swear.
together, and they're just doing a great job with their ability combos to pry open sites back. And it certainly helped that they got early man advantage by stopping that mid portion of the attack, right? They kind of cut one side of the split off and made sure that they had man advantage going into the retake. That was
Free
so
sight.
well done.
Oh, God, Poach. Oh, no.
And so much respect given. Poach actually giving up the site for a moment. Tries to creep back on, but Sick gonna deny entry here in this one. The spike yet to make it to the site. It is bringing up the rear now. And I'm surprised that we haven't seen Dapper on the flank all that often just yet.
Yeah, this was a wild
Ooh.
round from Sentinels. They kind of just crept
cute.
their way into A. They kind of just tried, peeked their way in. It was basically left open for a time, as you said. Poach tries to come back. Wasn't even really sure that they had taken that much space. But yeah, they're able to just get such a clean
This is
take.
rough,
Not really
man. They
having
might have
put
to
forth
save
much
again.
effort. There was no
Maybe,
resistance
we'll
there.
see.
They just kind of crept
We'll see.
up. Not having to use too many
They're
abilities.
trying to get
Now
one
they can
pick.
save them all basically for the
If they get
post-plant.
one pick, Phoenix is
BBG
probably going to
looking like
ult.
they're trying to
Phoenix
work out
might
a
ult
retake
anyway,
here. They had to run it back in the
honestly.
neural theft, but they're down a man, and time's running out.
Nah, they're saving. They're saving.
And
They're out of
they're
here.
so worried about the flank. You see where Critical's at, and it might just lead to an eventual save as TENZ
Especially
able
with
to cut
that,
down
yeah.
Bjor up top. So Bjor not being able to save, but the remaining three, and I love the respect. So much respect at the beginning of the round, so much respect here at the end. Sentinel say, you know what, let's just stick together as five. We don't want to damage our economy anymore. They got too many exits that last time.
Yeah, this is just a tooth and nail battle right now, man. An absolute slugfest. Both these teams throwing haymakers at each other, and they're both cracking the jaws of each other here. I mean, this has been a wild ride,
Back
man.
and
I'm just
forth.
kind of strapped in and enjoying it, bro. You know, I'm not trying to think too much. I'm just trying to have a good time, and they're certainly delivering on that front if you're looking for an entertaining match. The Sentinels maybe once again looking to put on that heavy A pressure. This time they are going to deal with Rarkar, who has the operating. He's looking to go for a sewers peak at that A lobby position, so that could really be the tell of how this early round's going to go.
Oh, an
Man,
early
they are
counter,
loving A right now.
An early owl drone. Gonna get so much information, so unfortunately not too much to be had there. It's looking like another A hit, though. Sentinel say, hey, if it works, let's just keep doing it.
Absolutely. They now with that orb had to run it back as well to ease the strain of going for the initial entry, to basically have a free body to throw out there to get that intel, maybe get that pick. They have no presence anywhere else on the map, however. They do have, obviously, a tripwire kind of guarding their flank position for now. But, yeah, they are very committed. But look at the BBG defense. They're in spot. They have their own run it back. They have the neural theft. They have the op in the hands of Rarkar. So they're well set up for this A attack. Now, their two rotators are well out of position. They're having to basically give up B and just guard the garage position and long C. And nothing is really
This is
tipping into the
crazy. They
rotate
haven't
just
given
yet.
them
So
anything, but
this
there's
could
still
be a
3
problem.
here.
Even that can doesn't really tell them much. That does.
No. Yeah, nice paranoia. Poach actually going to find the first on the TENZ, though. That run it back, still looking to get value instead of Dapper. Will use one of his own, and they just run down
Holy.
the body. Sentinels find
He
3
mollied
quick
the
kills on the
Phoenix
site,
ult, dude.
traded for 1. And in a 2v4 retake, I mean, you're probably looking at another save here, Dust.
Yeah,
That's
it's
rough.
tough. I mean, he
Hit 3
spots
there.
a lot with that drone, and Bjor tries to come in, but he gets caught by the cam. Critical, nice little shock dart there. Gets he turns it
Just
back
go
into
for
a
it.
2-on-3, and again, there is the neural theft in play for Bjor. If he gets that kill, maybe they actually can do
They
it.
know he's
Critical
long.
comes in as well. It's only 1 left. It's sick.
Sick can win this.
It does have some utility. Blaze Wall, Curveball, Hot Hands, all available.
Oh,
Flash
no.
comes
It didn't
through.
reach.
Dior trying to
It
find
didn't
his way down.
reach.
There goes the Hot Hands, the kill to come through. And do they have the time and the
Wasn't deep
angle? Yes,
enough.
they do. We are knotted up at fours. Back and forth we go.
Oh, the Hot Hands didn't just quite go far enough. I thought it might actually push off the diffuser, but it was a little too shallow.
If he just shot him.
Somehow they just did a 2-on-4 retake.
Yeah.
What is
Takes
that?
a long time to defuse. You could have shot that first one, spammed the
man,
second,
I wanna
or then
interject
mollied later.
Before you break things down, Critical has been an absolute madman. And I thought kind of quiet on map 1, but on this map, so insane. His drone's insane. His shock darts, absolutely bananas.
And if you're Sentinels, you have to be scratching your head because you basically just threw the kitchen sink at him and still lost the round. Like, what more can you do than that? I mean, they got a clean take. They had a 4-on-2 post plant.
Dust, what are you talking about, buddy?
And then BBG
not
just
throwing
ripped it
sinks.
back open somehow. Great individual kills, particularly Bjor's facing on the site to get that neural theft off in a 2-on-2 situation to take that one through. And man, that was impressive. And now look at Critical's drone getting so much intel at middle. Gonna be a C-take though.
And there's
Well
the spike.
done,
And
dude.
Foster
Not
down
overextending.
through the smoke of the cyber cage. Will's able to grab one. Critical back to the drawing board, finding kills
guy
on
just
his
sat there and
counterpart.
trusted his
Cypher v.
team, the
Cypher,
Cypher.
Sova v. Sova in this round, and TENZ trying to do anything he can with the close angles. Shot through the box.
Wild.
The operator, unfortunately, not going to find too much, and they have to find a way. They're just going to nest egg right on top of Mama Bird on this C site.
I love the discipline. They are not facing Sentinels in any type of unnecessary angles, right? They have the spike down, they have a cam set up, they have
That's a
crossfires
common
established,
phrase?
and they are not looking to overextend.
Wait,
They're
really?
looking to ride this one out. Rocker on that flank. Misses the
He
shot,
was surprised
but, I
he
mean, who
missed
cares?
that.
Critical is just mowing him down, gets the hat trick on the round, and I mean, I guess, don't just have to see retake. You can just hold it, apparently. I mean, they absolutely crushed that attack from Sentinels. And again, Sentinels were super impressive on some of their C-takes throughout that Stage 1 Masters event. With TENZ on board, they were crushing teams with their just fast-paced attacks with TENZ and Sick at the tip
Everything
of the
but
spear.
the kitchen
that,
sink. Oh.
That blade's been blunted, it seems.
Well, he didn't say
just
that, though.
Look, again, just not nearly as potent
Didn't he
as
misuse
normal.
it?
And meanwhile, BBG are looking as impressive as ever. They've come back from behind, and that round they actually just shut it down.
Sentinels looking to go back to the drawing board on this one. Spike still down in the spawn,
They
trying to
forced
find
this
whatever
round?
they can. I think
Or a half buy?
a pretty
half
labored buy. We see a Phantom here in the hands of Sick, but I think I just heard a Sheriff shot. TENZ might also be on that Sheriff.
bro.
Harkar looks away at the wrong time. That's Operator down. Now TENZ could look to pick that one up should he leap onto the site. As Sick finds another, looking
What
to
in
tie
the
us up
world?
once more. The Sheriff starting to come online, and Will now needs to hold it down through the smoke. He'll go.
Oh,
And the
man.
to give out the information. I don't want to count him out, but Dust, it is looking pretty difficult in a 2v5.
I do think Sentinels may have wrapped the bow on this one, particularly with that neural theft. It's kind of the insurance policy to get that final bit of information. They had such a clean take, just getting that operator down on B.
That's
being
crazy.
able
If
to
he was
just
opping that grass
run
side, the round would have
everything
gone very differently.
According to planned on this round.
But he was trying to
Sentinels
watch
only
two
losing
angles
one
at the
player
same
along the
time,
way.
man. You
Poach
just gotta
only
pick
man
one.
standing, and
Either you go
We've seen
wide
some
right
flushes,
and
but
you hold
this-
the window,
okay, come on now.
or you go wide left.
Poach able to find two. Paranoia might find the 30. Does do just that. Now in a 1v1. Needs to find Zombs, and he is very healthy and rearing to do
No
so. Looking to clutch the back.
way.
The ring around the Rosie and a 4K for Poach to clutch it up for a 2-round lead.
I'm sitting here talking about the round
Tanner.
being
How does
over,
this keep
and he
happening?
won
It
me
just
fourth.
seems inconceivable that BBG would just continue to get rounds like this. They got a 2-on-4 not just moments ago,
Sentinels.
and now Poach pulls
Focus
off
up.
a 1v4 where they have essentially like a double
Peeking,
cross
one by
round.
one.
Look at this
One
player
by one.
positioning. They just keep facing him for no reason. They just keep giving him 1v1s. Crafty use of the paranoia there from Poach in the late round to get yet another 1v1. But Sentinels are just absolutely dropping the ball, and I almost said Ambox because
That's a Hiko kind of win right there.
I mean, the former
Coach
Ambox
Poach, baby.
member Poach just having a huge moment there. BBG, oh my! I can't see how they lose now.
Oh wow!
When
The
you've
big
just
ult.
done that, how do you lose?
And another
Oh
read
my
over
God.
towards C. We're gonna find that kill onto TENZ, and the Hunters.
This is a shit show.
Out, Sick gets one back as
good
the
ults.
Zombs. They're trying to right their wrongs for the last round, but even
good spot.
with the disadvantage, you cannot count out this Built by Gamers roster. The spike down on the ground, Poach going back to his killing ways. 6 out of the last 10 in the last few rounds. Now Shazam with 30 HP has to become an absolute madman. Only 3 rounds in the magazine. Make it 7 out of 10. Members of Sentinels going down, falling to the hands of Poach Dust in the last round of the half.
Tanner,
it's been so close until right now.
Tanner, I'm going to be real with you. I would normally never say something this early in a game, but I honestly don't see how BBG lose now. They just won a 2-on-4, a 1-on-4, and then they just had that happen. Like, if Sentinels are not winning those types of rounds where they have ridiculous man advantages and clean takes, like, how are they ever expected to be successful? Like, I can't, like, they would have to make a crazy mental reset right now, which, again, they have a lot of skilled players, and they do have some grit in them. They have some experience under their belts. I mean, it's possible, but, bro, it just seems like BBG are unstoppable tonight.
Yeah, and, I mean, outside looking at least from my perspective, I would say Sentinels look a little shook, but like you're saying, they're probably sitting as
Caster Curse, let's go, Sentinels.
As you could possibly be. And
I'd
just
be shocked
thinking,
if they were, because look, I mean, you can even tell and just kind of
it's a tilter for sure. It's a tilter, but I don't think Sentinels is the
playing some of his more aggro alert plays. He's had to kind of just be more with the pack just to ensure they had the manpower to trade a little bit better. You can tell they've had to make some adjustments to how they normally play to compensate for how much pressure they're getting from BBG.
I'd like to think that they have good composure.
Are, right?
Do they actually? Who knows?
Jarring, a little bit more disjointed. BBG
only the players
impact
know,
on their
really.
mentality, I feel like, as far as the type of calls they like to make. I mean, look at this. That's like a desperation play, but TENZ able to make the trade.
But right back to it. It's the buddy system. Will and Bjorn going to get on the board. The spike going to fall. And again, it's just the nest egg. You get to just sit right on top of the spike. Now Shazam looking to go to work. And is now the last one standing. Sick.
Critical is so
out,
steady,
out
dude.
on the flank.
Every time I watch him, he's not like he's not impressive like in terms of like flicking and going ham, but he always gets his one.
Where we found ourselves.
I swear, he's good for one. He is.
Momentum on the attacking side for Built by Gamers.
He's so steady.
Yeah, man, this is wild. Like, Sentinels are a team that, on average, have like a 60% attacking win rate on Haven. Now, granted, that's, before the roster change included in that, so those results are a little bit bad. But let me just run you through some of the attacking side that they've had recently. Against FaZe Clan, both times in Masters, they won 10 rounds of attack the first time in the grand final, and then when they played FaZe earlier, they got 7. They got 8 attacking rounds and 100 Thieves early on in that bracket. Rewind, before the Envy loss. 9 attacking rounds on 100 Thieves, on the Challenger system. 7 against FaZe, 7 against XSET, 7 against Gen G. I mean, they're consistently able to put up rounds attacking side. This
is the same half as last game.
4.
8-4 for BBG's favor.
And
that's like half their average lately.
Yeah. It really feels like that's the result of, everybody's been saying it. When you're at the top, everybody's watching your tapes and they're finding the kills.
Telling you, dude, he's good for one.
TENZ able to pick one up, but the buddy system on a map with 3 sites, it still continues to work for BBG.
Again, I can recall one round this entire series so far where BBG has not had an immediate response frag to a pick from Sentinels. And that was the opening op pick TENZ got at middle, like second half of Ascent. It has been so crisp from BBG to be, on top of the ball. And now they're trying to go for the slick attack. Great
good
hot
molly.
Slow
They're
down this
stuck.
attack, though. That must be said. Great job from Sick there. He's doing a great job stalling this attack and forcing them to divert.
And
what a
play there.
Oh my God.
Bjorn spots out Zombs back of the head. The shots will land. Trying to trade it back and forth. The shotgun from Shazam.
These guys, I'm sorry, they're winning. They're winning. They are on top of it. They are together.
The last one standing and sure.
Holy shit.
Pretty good hot hands earlier,
Sentinels doesn't win. There's no way.
On top of it, and he's
that audible right there to call that, to have the alert go through B.
We'll grab
the guy didn't overextend on A-Link. He waited for his boys. And I'm sorry, they're just feeling it.
In this game now, dude. I can't see a way.
They're playing together.
I really
They're playing
can't.
nice and tight.
They just seem unstoppable. Look at this. They actually start to get shut down.
Good for one.
Trade. Then their C attack
right here
gets,
he didn't overextend, waited for his omen, then he peeked.
And the audible is Bjorn is taking control of A-Link by himself. 2 clean kills.
Keep playing like this,
that's
BBG. Keep playing like this.
And now, I mean, Sentinels have to concede 10. They have to get their economy back. Bro, they might be looking at the open qualifiers for Challengers 2 here in a second. The best team in the region.
I mean, how uncharacteristic. Sick is just standing outside mid doors to take heaps of damage. TENZ also looking for a trade out towards mid and just takes a bunch of damage. They can't seem to find anything. Now, like you said, this is a round we're expecting.
I mean, they got sheriffs. They're going for their one.
I mean, has been all aboard. So on point.
At least they're alive,
series, bro. Just watching
I would say
how
it
they're
was
moving
good.
across the map
They
together.
went for. They tried to get their one with the sheriff. They didn't die.
Using them. Like, I'm so impressed because again, this team has made a drastic change after stage 1.
They decided, nope.
Changing out.
They saw 2 people and they were thinking maybe there was a third with that drone. They're like, nah, we're not going A.
And making it work very quickly from what we're seeing in this series. As they're about to get a free C site around that Sentinels are not invested in, so it should have been a formality anyway, but we'll see that round tick to 10 here very shortly. Unless somehow Sentinels pull off some type of crazy death by 1,000 paper cuts type situation with these pistols, but it's doubtful, especially with Will coming in behind.
And there's that flank just mowing them down. Yours able to pick one to kick things off.
Double peek.
Swaps on over to the Ghost, and TENZ is able to get one, only hurting the economy of that one. So Will maybe not going to be in the best bonus. As Zombs picks up a weapon, even with the upgrade. Critical going to come out on top. 10-4. Sentinels need to mount their attack right here. I guess defense rather.
Gun round.
Right now.
This is basically it, man.
Gun round versus bonus.
Saloon right now. They're full buying with 0 credits to spare on 4 of their players after the purchase. Even as they approach max loss bonus, think about how strained it will be, truly. Going forward the rest of the game. If they lose here, they are force buying the rest of the game to save their tournament lives. BBG had them up against the ropes. They've landed a heavy blow. The rest given the count. What is Sentinels going to do in response? Can they shake away the cobwebs and actually get their footing back? Or are they about to get stamped out? BBG is going to have their gloves hoisted.
Got his ult. That's nice. Wherever they go, they're leading with this.
The battle of the sprays down C long.
This
Will could net that ult orb. Now they're
real
running
good.
back on a line, and we'll see.
Oh, the only ult in
that
play
is
this round
employed.
as well, by the way. And it could be massive.
Yeah. Again, yeah, this is a pretty big round. Even if Sentinels lose this round, they could save the next. And then, okay,
I like that angle.
Critical off the board. Nice little off angle from TENZ, playing back towards that.
Are they still going to use the Phoenix ult?
Yeah, he was
top of that.
I hope so. I hope they use the Phoenix ult regardless, right? Yeah, do it. Why not? It's your bonus.
But here comes to run it back.
Heaps of information, though. Paranoid to slow things down. Curveball. Will goes to the back of the site.
TENZ, huge. Gamer. Okay, flicking too much.
Trying to escape
Getting a little
away,
crazy.
but again, the buddy system online for BBG.
It's all right. Sentinels wins this. 6 on this flank. He's going to get 1.
The spike going down. Sick on the flank once more. And this one not going to get snipped down. Poach able to sneak away. The shots go wide, and Poach sets him down. Dapper comes out of heaven. Will with the 3K. And Sentinels completely fumble the round.
Stick a fork in him, bro. Just do it. It's misery at this point. Sick literally had the perfectly timed flank that they were not at all prepared for, and he completely missed the mark. TENZ, by the way, tip your hat to him. Miracle play here to keep his team in the round, and then they just, like you said, fumbled the ball at the goal line. But again, the flip of that coin is BBG are just so together as a team. They, again, are barely ever giving Sentinels just like a fair fight 1v1 duel without an immediate response or without someone being there from the get-go. Their spacing is on point. They're playing off each other so well.
Listen,
I can only imagine the comms
whiffs
must
happen,
be so
all right?
high right now.
That doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
perhaps pull off one of the biggest upsets we've seen in a while in this region.
I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad.
A brand new team, essentially,
like,
or at least half the team.
You get so mad, but like whiffs
BBG,
happen. They do.
A team that their resume is not that impressive, man. Like, they've had a couple of top 8 finishes, I guess. You know, in a few events here and there, mostly smaller events. But they're about to
unless you're a Korean team, dude, they don't miss.
Into the region right now.
You guys are crazy.
The recent Masters champs are about to be out in the Challengers 1 qualifier.
And they are taking it.
Let that sink in for a
mighty
second, because
slow.
that's massive, man. Again, that means they have to play the open qualifier for Challengers.
Somebody
2.
said match fixing
only
for
4
sure.
potential spots
You guys
available
are
from
so
that open qualifier for Challengers 2. And you, you miss that first window for Masters qualification, right? Or for regional.
Good way to end all their
like,
careers.
4 spots come from Challengers 1. They might not even be a part of it. In fact, it's looking very likely they won't be.
Well, here we go. This round going to be very telling. It's a force-up coming out from Sentinels, buying everything they can to try and stop match point, but Poach on the board first. Now running out of time. They're going to split the uprights. No, Shazam. Critical again. That's a huge kill to have. He's going to go on top, but he gets that down again.
Yo, that could have been so sick.
Sick able to back him up.
Oh my god. It's not over.
It's not over. Down to the last, a 1v1.
Oh my
the Cyphers, the Judge,
goodness,
and Dapper will find the round win to keep Sentinels hanging on.
Yeah, go ahead and give yourself a look, buddy, because that was impressive from Dapper.
I thought TENZ was going to jump in with his knives and just right click. That's what I thought was about to go down. I was so excited. I was so hyped for TENZ. And then he just ended up drafting and left clicking. But still, it was exciting regardless.
If I'm Bjor, I'm a little heated. I'm a little heated if I'm Bjor. Did he have full health there?
No, he was
okay, I didn't see his
very
health
low.
bar. Oh, okay.
Yeah, incredibly low.
Okay, that's fair. Oh, yeah, he was. Never mind. Like I don't know what health bar I was looking at, Tanner, but I'm glad I have you here to snap me back to reality because that was a very inaccurate statement. To be fair, I posed it as a question. I gave myself an out, and you helped me escape. Thanks, bud. That's what I mean. That's what we're all here for.
Impressive either way, though, for Dapper to clutch that one out.
Yeah. That took a Herculean effort, and he was able to do it. But, I mean, still, so much ground.
Chat, is this the only chance to get back into the second Masters?
To land regulation, at least.
Like, if you lose, do you not have another shot? I'm not sure.
It will be a full buy, I believe. Rifles across the board.
Oh!
Shot from TENZ gonna net the first kill, but traded right back, and Bjor is there to sit the operator down. Critical to Hunter's Fury. Bjor to find another. There's the neural theft for the information, but sick. The run it back, the flank, the information with the spike planted. It will be sent back from whence it came, and Critical still alive and kicking. Rarkar looking to go on the aggressive 30 HP in a dream. Will be sat down.
Too far, but
2v2
they got the one
more.
fall off.
Dapper no longer alive to clutch this time around. As built by gamers, look to push this one to match point.
Another open.
All comes down to aim and teamwork. That's a great paranoia.
Maybe
Critical,
no time,
dude.
Though.
Good for
Critical
one.
Able to find the first kill. Completely void of the paranoia. Zom's looking to get on the side. Has to find 2 kills. Not able to do that. BBG 12-5 and 1 round away from dethroning the NA Kings.
Oh my goodness, man. This is so spicy. I mean, it's not as if I want to see Sentinels fail. I have no dog in this fight, despite what some viewers may think. You know, I'm just here to watch good Valorant. We've been delivered that in spades, man. BBG, again, I can't commend them enough on their game planning and their execution of that strat book. And then Sentinels, again, you'd be lying to yourself if you could watch this game and be like, yep, Sentinels came in full form today. They did.
Is it going to be 2 13-5s? Back to back?
It's a combination of the two, man. Usually the case.
Early control over towards A main, and that sewers area is going to be given up by Zoms, and even more over towards C long. Has been sniffed out by Poach, so knows Dapper is there. Critical to find that first kill. No, okay, he doesn't know Dapper is there. Now we're even, and that neural theft online.
He was just
There's
there.
a lot of time on the clock, so maybe a bit premature to get all that info.
Yeah, it's just like you can't guarantee you'll get another opportunity to do that, right? So you might as well take it where you can, and at least it denies BBG a chance to capitalize on a very early push somewhere.
Why do you say good for one? He's 20-8. Hey, man, some people aren't good for one.
Their own
all right, you'd be surprised.
Personnel.
That's why I'm saying good for one.
A quick dash in for the plant. It's been spotted, but it can't be stopped, it seems. Or never mind, TENZ is trying.
Ooh. No, the plant goes down. Dapper is able to find the kill, but with the spike down, BBG, they get to play the retake. They're down a player. Health bars are low. Will looking to spray through the smoke, taking some damage in response. Bjor on the flank finds one. The defuse now being stuck by Sam. No, he's forced to hop off. The kills will come through, and there it is.
Well done.
BBG first across the finish line.
Dude, that just felt like BBG could do no wrong, and Sentinels was only doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like BBG was on it, and Sen was just a little off. I know it's crazy. It's crazy, but that stuff happens. Oh my God, is this going through a third map?
Really difficult 2v5, but at the end of the day, it's a thrifty for NRG. Although the big problem is they don't actually walk away with the weapons they collected. They should still be fine to purchase them, though.
I think if Aaron had maybe
BBG was sus. No, they weren't.
He could actually use his ultimate. He
you guys are clowns.
His ultimate in the middle of that retake. And there is a world where, you know, given just a little bit more to work with, he puts the wall down, starts going for the defuse, puts NRG into a really weird spot where they're forced to make plays they don't want to. And then things get really tricky. But, you know, credit where credit is due for NRG. They didn't have to deal with that. They make a really fantastic run through, transitioning from B towards A via the defender spawn as well. Again, quite a rare play. You almost never see that on from any team. And it's executed perfectly. Well done.
Aldrone, first thing forward. NRG able to collect up one orb. That'll allow Tex to earn the showstopper.
So many
Round
ults.
right